I am back for another Come With Me video, this time Child's Play, reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go see it. I'm actually really excited about this one. I was so when I heard about it initially, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks sick. It looks like all the kids rise up together. Aubrey Plaza looks amazing and should be kind of like a different mum, which I really like, and I think that was a really cool direction to go. A lot of people are a little bit scared of the way he looks, but I think it will be okay. I have a feeling. The film stars Aubrey Plaza, Mike Hamill as Chucky, Gabriel Bateman, and Brian Tyree Henry as the detective. I think I'm really psyched about this one. I've heard it's a fun journey, and I've heard that you have to wait through the credits at the end, so I'll let you guys know if you should do the same. This is a spoiler-free review as always, so this will just let you know if you should go and see Child's Play this weekend, and I'm gonna say, do it anyway, because we haven't seen a Child's Play movie in the cinema in a real long time, and you'd be a sucker to miss it. I'm gonna go back to the cinema that I normally go to, so hopefully they'll put on something fun for this Fright Night special, which is the Fright Nights I normally go to when they have the Friday releases. I waited and I didn't go see this one early because I wanted to go to this Fright Night release, so I'm hoping they're gonna do something fun. I know you guys love seeing what the cinema puts out, so let's go, let's check it out. I don't really have much more to say. I've been staying away from a lot of hype, but I have seen a lot of positive remarks, I'll say remarks, or reactions. I haven't read any reviews, and as I said, spoiler free, let's get into it.
Do you think they'll notice, Sweetie?
Yeah, I think Do you want to go first? Someone's definitely won.
Next Friday night. Next Friday. So that's a Friday night. So it's out next Thursday.
Oh, shit!
So yeah.
Dean. Hey, mate. Oh my god. Oh, okay, there's definitely someone. Is that fake? Could be real. Oh my god.
I want to have fun with you. Take me home. Let's play a game.
Oh my god, you guys are good. Good job.
Want to play?
Not really. Cheers. Okay. Hi guys, we just finished watching Child's Play. Oh my god, I'm gonna say it straight up, guys, I love this film, and I'm so surprised now looking at reactions from people. I said before that I saw a lot of people really liked it, but now I was looking at all the tweets I was avoiding, and I'm so surprised that a lot of people don't like this film. Like, so surprised. Number one, I do want to say, sorry, turn that light. I might be without the light. Number one, I think it is very important to keep in mind, and I think this is probably the reason people aren't liking the film. This is not Child's Play, or mainly it's not Chucky. How we know him is completely different. Obviously he's Buddy, and he's just completely different character. It's not the same personality, it's not the same storyline, it is a whole different thing of its own, and I think that it's important to go in knowing that. I don't think that's spoiling anything. I'm not going to tell you how it happens or anything like that, although I do think it's quite obvious, but I think it's important to go in knowing this is a complete remake. It is taking the idea of it and completely turning it on its head, and modernizing it, and I think it does it in a really clever way, which is so relatable, and I think that the characters were so solid. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because obviously you know what it's about. It's about a killer doll, and I don't really want to tell you how everything rolls out because I think it's really fun to go in there and kind of experience that, but it does explain itself pretty well very well, and it spends a lot of time setting up the characters and the situation so you know exactly what's going on and you can really feel for the characters, which I thought was really warranted because a lot of these movies that only go for an hour and a half, they really don't give you everything you need to connect with the characters at the start, and I think that this film did that really well. But the thing I loved most about the original Child's Play movies is the random kills. How people died was in such intricate, interesting ways, and I felt like although this film didn't have the intricate ways, it definitely had a lot of thrilling moments, a lot of blood, a lot of gore, and very surprisingly, this is probably the most surprising thing out of the whole thing, it was very dark. It had some really disturbing moments. Yeah, two that really come to mind as just being the most creepiest thing that I think that you could make the doll do. I think it was very cool. And another thing was a certain situation towards the end of the film, which I just thought was so dark. And when we watch films with kids in it, sometimes I think maybe this is like a kid's movie. I know it's not a kid's movie, but when it involves children, it does take it that step further and make it a little bit more creepy because I really thought about the psychological damage that was being done to Andy during this film. It is atrocious. One thing that I know a lot of people across the board have been saying is that the sound design was really cool, and I will agree with that. I think that the music was really well done. The voice of Mark Hamill, I think he did amazing, and he was just so interesting and so different to the Chucky we know. So it was interesting, and I feel like that could rub people the wrong way. But I think if you go in knowing that this is the idea of a killer doll, and it's just modernized, I think it's clever. It does say some things about the way technology is today. It's kind of like a Black Mirror episode in parts, and it did really remind me of the Ashley episode with Miley Cyrus of Black Mirror, if you watched the recent one. It's kind of like that, but like extreme. So I felt like it was very warranted, very relevant to our day and age, and it also had some really cool origin roots where it was like the kid that no one believed, and yeah, you just felt for him. I thought he was really cool. I thought that Aubrey Plaza did amazing as a mum. As hoped, she is a different kind of mum, which I really like. We need to have more interesting characters in movies and not just the same people played over and over, and I felt like they did really well. But my favorite character was probably Brian Tyree Henry, who played the detective. I thought he was amazing. He was funny, and he was classic. He was just classic the whole time. It was a very funny movie, and it does do that thing where you kind of terrified at one moment, not like so scared, but like more the tension and the thriller and a doll with a freaking knife scared, and then jump straight back into comedy. So if you have a problem with like the comedy and the horror tones, this may not be for you. I just think that this is really interesting because this is a problem that a lot of people do have with modern films trying to be like funny and scary at the same time. It's something that people have with Halloween 2018, but it's really interesting when you think about the original Child's Play series and how, you know, there's Seed of Chucky, you know, Bride of Chucky, and those kind of movies that are kind of funny and quirky and weird, but the original Child's Play isn't like that. It's very straightforward. It's quite serious and creepy. So I think it's very interesting when people have problems with tone in these kind of films, because this is kind of mirroring what part of that series is. The Child's Play series and saga with all of the franchise, well, all of the different franchise arms and legs, what do you want to call it, like a tree of franchises, it's very confusing, and I think that a lot of people were very mad because they were like, this Child's Play is still going, why do we have a new one? But I think that they wanted to do something different, and I applaud them. Did not know before seeing this, I checked afterwards, that the director for this film was actually the same director as Polaroid, which is a film that a lot of people did not like that came out this year. And it is so different to this film. I really do urge you to go see this film if you are a Chucky fan or you're not a Chucky fan, but just more importantly, if you are open-minded about seeing a reboot that isn't Chucky. You gotta let go of Chucky for this one. But, you know, it's okay because we still got the other one. We still got the other franchise, so it makes sense why they wanted to do it on their own. A lot of people are saying that this isn't even a Chucky remake. This should have been something completely different. And I get that, but a remake can also be something that turns its source on its head. And it's done that, and it's done it in a clever way and a interesting way, kind of like Evil Dead. They did it in an interesting and different way, and I applaud that. If you want to see something shot by shot the same, sometimes it isn't that fun, especially when the original is fine by itself. Why would you want the same film again? So anyway, that's how I felt about it. I really liked this film. I thought it was a blast. I'm not a huge slasher fan. I do love Child's Play, don't get me wrong, but this one I just thought was great, and I'm very surprised that people are kind of split on it. I'm definitely in the Child's Play remake thumbs up team. I don't think that there should be a second one though. I think that this one was good enough to stand by itself, but I am gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was amazing. Let me know what you guys think of the Child's Play remake. What did you think? Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Why? Let me know in the comments why. As always, keep it friendly. I don't care if you guys didn't like it. I just want to know why. It's fun to pick each other's brains with this kind of stuff, and I totally respect your opinion, so respect mine and everyone else's in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys very soon. I have a Does This Offend You coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, a live stream, so check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week for I Am Mother review and Annabelle Comes Home. Another doll. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay spooky. Bye.